I remember I studied in Rome too. Although I didn't go to that seminary, I did graduate work there. It was during the council, and that was I was there from 61 to 64. And the interesting thing, we used to have all these speakers come in, all these big shots. They were called periti. Remember the periti from the council? Well, a couple nights a week we'd have all these big shots come, like Karl Rahner and Skillebeck. Remember all those names? Now, you guys never heard of them, of course. You have. Yeah. Anyway, one night to our house in Rome came the Cardinal of Boston, who's a big, giant fella, big Irishman, and he had a big square face and a deep voice like that, and he talked like that real loud, and he gave us a big rousing talk. Of course, a number of the priests there didn't think it was too hot because it wasn't all this rah-rah stuff. But anyway, but it was this bad stuff here. Not bad stuff, good stuff. But anyway, so Cardinal Cushing was his name. Anybody ever remember him? Yeah, he was a giant. Anyway, so there was big Cushing up there, and he gave a talk about the Eucharist, which was not too welcome by certain persons that were there at that funny time. Maybe you don't, but I was in the funny time, so I know. Anyway, then he said to us at the end of the talk, the Eucharist, the Mass, is not just part of the day. The Mass is the heart of the day. That's still true. If it weren't for that, I wouldn't be here. Yeah, the Mass is the heart of the day. There it is. That's why to be a Eucharistic priest makes all this happen. Oh yes, a Eucharistic priest, one intimately united with Christ in his passion, death, and resurrection, so that it can happen in him and in me. I'm going to close, finally. You're supposed to applaud when I say that. Now, hey, the priests of the Diocese of Lansing, whenever I finally say I'm going to close, they all start applauding, you know. It's just, well, they have no respect. Let me close with just two quotes. One is from our new Pope, April 20th last year, when he said in his first homily, which I already referred to, he says the priestly ministry is born in the cenacle, that was the upper room, together with the Eucharist. As my venerated predecessor, John Paul II, underlined so many times, the priestly life must have, in a way, a Eucharistic form. He wrote this in his last letter for Holy Thursday. And I emphasize the devout daily celebration of Mass as the center of the life and the mission of every priest contributes to the whole meaning of his ministry. And on May 15th of this year, as he was ordaining 21 priests for the Diocese of Rome, Pope Benedict said these beautiful words: "The Lord entrusts to you the mystery of the sacrament." That'll happen in this liturgy as everything is put in his hands. He entrusts to you the mystery of this sacrament. In his name you can say, "This is my body, this is my blood." Allow yourself to be drawn ever anew by the Holy Eucharist, by communion in the life of Christ. Consider the center of each day the possibility to celebrate the Eucharist worthily. Lead people ever anew to this mystery of union with Christ and each other. Help everyone, starting from this, to bring that peace of Christ to our world. So, my dear Sean, you You will soon be ordained a priest. And what a wonderful life lies in front of you. Thinking of those 5 promises you're going to make in a couple minutes. Be a Eucharistic priest. I know from experience, my own life already, and in so many ways, it does not work otherwise. Cardinal Ratzinger, long before he became Pope, said so strongly, the ministry of the priest is not functional. It's relational. A relationship with Christ and with his body, you, church. It's a relationship of love. And the heart of love is in the Eucharist. This is my body given up for you. This is my blood poured out for you. That's the priest. That's the husband in marriage. That's the wife in marriage. The total gift, the body given up, the blood poured out, giving life. Yes. The other choices don't work. Be a Eucharistic priest. For the Eucharistic priest, everything is possible. Yes. The Eucharistic priest will inspire vocations to the priesthood. The Eucharistic priest will never be disappointed. And now this rites of ordination, he is saying over and over in all these beautiful symbols, I will be a Eucharistic priest. Amen.